Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to another video. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And today I'll be giving you guys and breaking down the best games going into week 1 of the 2023 NFL season. But before we do that, we're going to be talking about the UFC 293, Israel Adesanya versus Sean Strickland. And the reason why I'm doing this so early, I won't be here next week. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Carlos Alberg versus Jung. I don't know who Jung is. I'm gonna be real. I don't know who he is, who he's fought. I'm just gonna go with Carlos, because let's be real, that guy's a beast. He's scary. He's legit scary in the lightweight division. He's tall, he's lengthy, he's powerful, he's athletic, he got the looks, but the only thing he don't got is that he kind of has charisma, but he has that like Adesanya flow to him, you know? He has that vibe, or the way he talks is like Adesanya. Like the last interview, I'm pretty sure everybody shook their head, right? Like, I'm not the only one. I was just like, yeah, what the fuck? I mean, Carlos put on a phenomenal show in a fucking clinic on Dorn. I think that's the Ukraine guy. And then once he got the mic, it literally was like, what the hell, man? This guy has everything except for that. He can't talk with the mic. So he should dominate in this fight. I think he's going to win by second round TKO. So I'm going with Carlos. What's that? Alright, for the co-main event, we got Taito Ivasa and Volkov. Great fight. Volkov is coming off a first round knockout versus Romanov. And then Taito Ivasa is coming off of a two fight losing streak. He lost to Sergey Pavlovich, who's a backup fighter for the John Jones, for the Stipe fight, and he lost against Cyril Gane the other fight. In both of those fights, he got knocked out. The Gane one was pretty brutal. He got beat down by Cyril Gane. He almost knocked out Gane, but he got beat down by Gane. And then Sergey just... So he spent nearly a year away from the octagon, and he's coming back to Volkov. So hopefully he could get a dub right here. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody is a Taito Ivasa fan. He's kind of like Derek Lewis, where you can't really root against him. But Volkov's a good guy too, so you can't. So I mean, that's the fight game. You have no friends. You can't have any friends. But I'm gonna go with Taito Ivasa. I might be biased right here, but I'm going with Taito Ivasa. I believe he'll get a knockout right here. Volkov's leg kicks probably would be pretty good against Volkov, and using his length and reach to get away from Tai. But Tai has that one-shot power, dude. He could catch Volkov at any moment. I think he would do that in this fight. And for the main event, the fight that we all been waiting for, or I guess for the press conference at the very least, Adesanya versus Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland, I'm gonna be honest, if he's smart, he shouldn't talk that much crap at the press conference. He should show that he's focused and he's ready to fight. I think that would send like a little bit more chills to Adesanya, or be more worried, you know, because I think if Adesanya sees him talking shit at the press conference, it just motivates Adesanya, and it was like he knows that Sean Strickland's not gonna be that dialed in when it comes to the fight, I feel like. But Sean Strickland's gonna talk shit. He's gonna do his thing, so we're going to have a great press conference either way. But in my opinion, Sean Strickland should, dial it down a little bit, be focused, be locked in, and take care of it on Saturday night. As for the fight, Adesanya, he's the champ. He's been a champ for a while now. His leg kicks, his reach, and his counter ability is what made him the champ, And for Sean Strickland, it's his forward aggression, just tagging you up, boom, 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 and then eventually wearing you down, and then releasing those combos and beating you down. But he also has that wrestling game. He probably, honestly, could get a takedown on Adesanya. He's fought against Usman. He said himself that that's the fight that he knew he couldn't win at all when he fought against Usman. That was in welterweight as well. We're here at middleweight. This fight, I don't know if it goes 5 rounds. If Sean Strickland's being successful, it's going 5 rounds. But if Adesanya is countering. I mean, then again, it probably could be end at 4 if Adesanya is countering, is doing consistent at his counter. I think at round 4 he'll do something flashy and knock out Sean Strickland. I don't think he'll try to end it real quick. I think he'll be patient. Counter, counter, counter. Boom, Showtime shot. Knockout, KO. I mean, I've been saying this for a long time for Adesanya, is that he's going to do a heel kick. Because he hasn't done that so long. I'm like, oh, he's going to do a heel kick this fight. He's going to do something crazy this fight. He's not going to just kick legs. He's not going to just, do points. And obviously he knocked out Pereira the last fight. But yeah, for Adesanya, I've been saying he's going to do a heel kick for the past couple fucking years, essentially, dude. He hasn't done it yet. If he's going to do it, I think it'll be this fight. And the reason why is because Sean Strickland got knocked out by a spinning wheel kick. And I don't think he has an adjustment for that. I think he will get caught by it. Might not get knocked out, but it will be the beginning of the end. It'll clip him, he'll drop, and then Adesanya will chase him and try to get him out of there. I think that's what Adesanya would do. But I'm going to go with Sean Strickland. I'm biased again. This whole thing is freaking straight bias. I'm going to win Tuivasa. I'm going to go with Sean Strickland. I think Sean Strickland, hopefully... I mean, it depends about press conference, and that's why I make my picks originally after press conference, because you get the media, you see where their mentality is, and then you get the press conference, and you see how they handle the pressure of all the fans, all the questions, and then being next to your opponent and seeing the face-off. But since I haven't seen the press conference or anything, I'm going to assume Sean Strickland, he's training with Pereira. I hope he's patient. Let the game come to him. And just walk down Adesanya. Mix in the wrestling, and you can win. That's all you gotta do. Stay patient, walk him down. Because Adesanya realistically doesn't have that one-shot knockout power. Yes, he knocked out Pereira's one shot, but that was because of the weight cut and that counter. Perfect timing. But the weight cut, Pereira cuts a lot of weight to make middleweight. He does. I mean, decision over Adesanya is super hard to do, too, at the same time. But now let's talk about the NFL. Our first game here. We're going to talk about upset alert. The Bengals are favored to win this game. Joe Burrow, I don't know if he's going to play. They haven't announced it yet. I don't think he should play this game, but he probably will. But right now, this guy, Browing is the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. And Jamar Chase, if we look at the stats from last year, Jamar Chase had a great season. He only played 12 games. And Myles Garrett, he had a phenomenal season last year. 15 games, 16 sacks. That is crazy. And then Deshaun Watson, after a 2-year layoff, only played 6 games last year. Does not have great numbers. 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Not great numbers at all. But I believe this year he back to that Houston Texans version of himself. So the Bengals are favored to win this game. I believe the Browns will beat the Bengals. If Joe Burrow plays, I think they could probably still beat the Bengals. I mean, that defense for the Browns is pretty solid. Nick Chubb, Deshaun Watson. I like the chances for the Browns to beat the Bengals, especially if Burrow comes back and he plays. He's still kind of injured. He's not going to be fully healthy. He's just not. He just isn't. And if there's a backup quarterback, they should win. So I'm going with the Browns. I believe the Browns should start off 1-0, and the Bengals are going to be 0-1. So that's my upset alert. Browns beat the Bengals. I don't know how much the Bengals are favored by, but they are favored to win this game right here. And I think they will lose. All right, the must-watch game. What the fuck? I guess I pressed it twice. All right, the must-watch game of the week. So this is going to be the game that it's not on prime time, but it's a game that you got to see. You got NFL Pass. You got to watch this game right here. Chargers versus the Dolphins. Herbert versus Tua. Herbert was hurt basically all season long last year with some broken ribs. So he struggled, to be honest. But he still put up a decent amount of stats up there. And he played 17 games. That's impressive. Man got his ribs broken in the second game. And he played 17 games. That guy's tough as hell. And they got Tua Played 13 games. Obviously got injured throughout the season. Was up and down. But he was a MVP candidate for, a decent while until those injuries started, popping up. And we got Dorian James for the Chargers. Dorian James played pretty solid last year. Played 14 games. As long as he's on the field, he's going to put up some great stats and he's going to be impactful for the Chargers. That's really all Dorian James has to do. Just be on the field for them. And for the Dolphins, I was going to pick Chubb. But if you look at his stats, 8 games, 11 tackles, 3 solo, and only 2.5 sacks. Look at Dorian James. He has 4 sacks. That's not great. That's not good. So, enter Tyreek Hill. He probably should have been here either way, but I wanted to go defense, But Tyreek Hill's the other guy. Let's be real. Look at those numbers. Almost 2,000 receiving yards. I think he wanted that last year. Super close, but still so far. But, hey, Tyreek Hill. So, Dolphins versus Chargers. I honestly don't know who I would pick in this game. Jalen Ramsey's injured. He's out for 8 weeks. I'm going to go with Chargers, I think. I'm going to go with Chargers. This is a really good game. It's a 50-50 game. I think both of these teams are very talented. Obviously, both of these teams' goal is to reach the Super Bowl. So, good game right here. Probably could, hurt them in the future if they lose this one. Or the rival game of the week, Green Bay Packers versus the Bears. A new era for both franchises. New starting quarterbacks. Is Jordan Love your franchise guy? Justin Fields is your franchise guy because, you're giving him a lot of help. But the question is Jordan Love your franchise guy? He's got to make a great impression on this first game right here against the Packers, or against the Bears. And look at his stats last year. He says he played 4 games. I think he realistically played 1 game. But, solid stats. 1 touchdown, no interceptions, almost 200 yards. So it's solid. And Justin Fields doing Justin Field things. But, 17 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. That's a big question mark. Look at the rushing yards, 160 attempts. That is crazy. I don't know how a quarterback does that, but he does. 1,000 yards rushing and 8 touchdowns. So I guess why not? And then the defensive players, the new free agent signing for the Bears, Terrell Edmonds, 13 games, 7 deflections, 1 interception. Solid tackling numbers. I mean, that's what you get from Edmonds. He's gonna be there. He's a tackle machine. And then Campbell, basically identical numbers. I'm not gonna lie. He's basically a tier below Edmonds if you look at the statistics. So Campbell, he's a solid player, but this is a new start for the Packers and Bears. Who's gonna take game 1 of the new era of the Packers and Bears? All Eyes on Me is a primetime game where everybody's going to be watching. Big time game. Bills versus Jets. Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers. Big time quarterbacks. Tre'Davious White back from injury. Sauce Gardner, Rookie of the Year last year. And look at those stats, dude. 20 deflections, 2 interceptions. I mean, come on. 20 deflections, dude. That's crazy. And White had a solid, 6 games, 6 deflections. That's pretty good right there. And then Aaron Rodgers put up phenomenal numbers last year. I didn't even realize that. Like, last year I felt like he wasn't even trying. And he put up nearly 4,000 yards. 26 touchdowns still. Hey, Aaron Rodgers, man. And Allen, he was the MVP favorite early in the season. Obviously, he started throwing picks. And he slowly dropped in the MVP race. But Bills versus Jets, divisional matchup as well. But this is a big-time game right here. Everybody's going to be watching it. Aaron Rodgers' first game in the New York Jets uniform. So that's a great game to watch. And that's our final one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you agree with those games, if those are the top games to watch this week. And do you think the Browns could upset the Bengals? If Joe Burrow starts or without Joe Burrow, if the Browns could still upset him. And obviously UFC 293, gonna be a great one. Can't wait for it. It's a little top heavy, but honestly, I'm for Sean Strickland. Both entertaining guys. Can't wait for that one. Hopefully it goes all 5 rounds. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.